What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my October current household, which if you guys have been here before, you all know these are my absolute favorite videos to do. So I do just want to say I have not played a whole lot since the last time you guys saw this family. I played enough that there have been like many birthdays and stuff, and the family is a little bit bigger than the last time you saw it, but I honestly, I haven't had time to play very much at all. September and the beginning of October was super busy for me, so I barely had time to even film videos, let alone play my personal game. I've also been very into non-Sims games lately. Don't get me wrong, I still love The Sims. It's always gonna be my number one, but I think every Sims player can relate to kind of going through spurts of I really love The Sims and that's all I'm gonna play, and then I'm not super into it right now, I want to play other games. That's where I have been lately. So yeah, just throwing that out there. Don't expect huge crazy changes, even though I think in the last part I was I'm obsessed with this, I'm gonna be playing it all the time. But anyways, this is the house we're living in. This is the same house we were living in last time. It has not changed very much because we don't make a whole lot of money. We have a very big family and only one Sim working, and that Sim is not very career focused, so she does not make a lot of money. You're about to see the family in a second, but I wanted to show you we are actually in a new world also. I don't know if it's just my world or what was going on with it, but Aurora Skies, that's the town we were in last month, there was no community lot, there was no festival, things were just not loading for whatever reason. So I actually moved them to the town of Cetra. I do really like this town. I think my stream family that I haven't played in a year probably is in Cetra. And then, my drama family was in Cetra, and then did I move them for the ending? No, they're in Cetra. So yeah, that's this town. If you guys don't have it, I highly recommend. Really love this town. It's got really good towny storylines, and it's just a really nice town. You have the big city aspect over here, and then you have the country aspect over here, and then you also have a more town but not skyscrapers and stuff over here, and you have the rich neighborhoods somewhere. I don't know. It's a really big town and I really like it. So we are up here kind of on a mountaintop. This is actually where the museum used to be, but I never send my Sims to the museum, and this was the only 64 by 64 lot, and this house is on a 64 by 64 lot, so we had to do it. So I'm going to show you the house rather quickly actually, because not a lot has changed from the last time you guys saw it. Honestly, just a little bit has changed. So I did add this fairy house because we do have a fairy in the family. And then let's actually go main level. Nothing has changed except this is a different crib than what it used to be. And then second level, the only two rooms that have changed are these two rooms. So this room was a study / library, and as you can see, we don't have a lot of money, so obviously the decorating is not done. I just don't have the money yet. And then this room has also changed. There was a toddler in this room when we started. He's now a child. So he's got, his bed, his dresser, a little TV, but he is still a kid, so he's got some kid stuff around. And I think that's all that has changed for the house. So we're going to start with Miss Rachelle Morris. This is our main character. Let me get her to maybe look up a little bit. Come on. Okay. Oh, also another thing I changed is there's now a train set here. I just thought it was cute. So this is Rachelle Morris. Obviously she's pregnant again, and yes, she does have 5 kids. They are all hers, and they all have different dads, but I'll get to that in a second. So I did change her hair. I think she might have had this already. The only reason I changed her hair, genuinely, I meant to go give her child the makeover, but she was holding the child because it was a toddler, and I accidentally clicked on her and brought Rachelle into Create a Sim instead of the child, and I was like, since I'm here, I might as well change her hair, because she did have a very young, childish kind of hairdo. So a super, super quick backstory on Rachelle. She came from, her parents were famous, and because of this, her life was like just really, really hard. There were constantly rumors about her, and she just did not want to be a celebrity. Like, that was not her vibe. So when she got pregnant as a teenager, like a very early teenager, like I probably would have aged her at like 14, 15 years old. When she got pregnant as a teenager, she knew that, you know, the media was going to go wild, and she didn't want to live in the spotlight. So she ran away from home at, 14, 15 years old. And actually, hold on. Let me explain her really quick. So obviously she's pregnant, so I did not give her this outfit. The game does it. And she's actually going to have her baby tomorrow, which is really exciting. And her lifetime wish is to be a Renaissance sim, which is reaching level 10 of 3 different skills. I am definitely working towards that, but at the moment she's very kid focused because she does have a lot of kids. She is a Sagittarius and a young adult. So she is still a young adult, and she's got 9 days till she's an adult. So in her technically teen and young adult life, because she was I think she was a teenager with her first 2, possibly. Maybe even her first 3. I honestly don't remember. But before she even became an adult, she has 5 kids currently. She's about to have a 6th. And honestly, she might have a 7th before she even becomes an adult. So she's got 9 days until she's an adult. She likes country music, pancakes, and the color blue. She's a workaholic, good sense of humor, good, genius, and light sleeper. For her career, she's a level 1 in the science career. She's only had 1 day of work. She's had 2 days. She started work on Wednesday, then Thursday was leisure day because it was summer. And then she worked Friday, and then that's when she found out she was pregnant. So she won't go back to work again until next week Friday, but by then she'll probably be pregnant with her next baby. For her skills, she's level 5 cooking, level 1 fishing, level 7 gardening, 6 handiness, 3 social networking. So obviously handiness, gardening, and cooking are the 3 we are focusing on the most. I have been focusing on handiness. Again, she's had a lot of children, so she hasn't had a lot of her time to work on her skills. I have been focusing mostly on handiness just because I really like to get everything in the house upgraded to self-cleaning. Every toilet, shower, sink, stove, like TV, radio, all of that stuff. So I've been focusing mostly on handiness, but I think I'm going to switch gears and focus on gardening more so than anything else, just because once it does become winter, we don't even have the option to garden for a while. She's got a whole bunch of stuff. We did have a garden at her old house, but again, when we moved, we kind of lost our garden. So this is Rachelle. She is such a freaking cutie. I'm obsessed with her. Like, I genuinely love her so freaking much. So like I said, when she was, a teenager, 14, 15 years old, whatever, she had her first child, and her first child was a boy, and we named him Connor. Connor is a human. We did have him with a, fellow human. So this is Connor's little makeover. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't really care about him that much. Clearly, I definitely did not give him those shoes. Sorry, my fiance just tried to poke his head in. But yeah, this is Connor. Again, don't really care about him that much. He truthfully has just been like a second helping hand with the children. That's really all he's here for. I do think I'm going to keep him living in the house past his adulthood, or like into his young adult life. Most of the time, the day my kids become a young adult, if they're not continuing the family, I kick them out. So I am actually going to keep him around a little bit longer. He does not have a lifetime wish yet, and I'm not sure when he will get one, or I'm not sure what it will be. I know when he's going to get one, but he is a Pisces and a teenager with only 1 day till he's a young adult. I was going to wait until after, I was going to film this like on Monday once he aged up, so I could say like every one of our kids had a birthday, but I really wanted to do it right now. So yes, he's a teenager with 1 day till he's a young adult. So that means him and his mother will be young adults for 8 days at the same time. That's how close in age they are. Isn't that wild? But his favorite music is rap. His favorite food is firecracker tofu, and he likes the color orange. He's a neurotic, genius, artistic, kleptomaniac, and he is an A in school. No after-school activities or job because, again, he is mostly just a helping hand with the children. And then when he becomes a young adult, he'll also be a second person to make money for us because, again, 1,000 simoleons is really not that much. He's a level 3 in guitar and piano, 5 in logic, 4 in painting, 3 in bass, 3 in drums, and 2 social networking. I think what I want for him, I actually think I want him to be into men. I think I want him to be gay. And I think I'm going to keep him living in this house until he has a serious relationship. I did try to get him with this guy just because I don't really care who he's with because he's not continuing the family. So I did try to get him with this guy, but he is like, I'm straight, and he rejected us. So we'll have to try again. And I also think I see Connor going into the military career. I don't know why. I just feel like he would be a military guy, and maybe he can settle down with one of his coworkers. I think that would be super cute. So he's going to continue living with us even up until he is probably well into his young adult life, if I am being completely honest. There's actually one more change to the house I made that I wanted to show you. I did put a drum set right here. I think I want the oldest two, Connor and Faye, I'll get to her in a second. I want them to be very into music and kind of do music together. So yeah, eventually I want to get like the piano, the bass, the guitar, like have a whole music corner over here. But again, didn't have a whole lot of money, so couldn't really show that. And then also for the room situation, this is Connor's room. He has his own room. Our next two girls, Faye and Hazel, share this room. And then our boy Henry is in here, and then our daughter Agnes is in here. Rydell is currently pregnant with a girl, and when this girl becomes a toddler, she will move up here and share a room with Agnes, but as a baby will be in this crib down here kind of by herself, with Rydell. So let me show you Faye next. She's actually, okay, I'm kind of torn with her. Like, from a distance, like, this picture right here, I'm like, oh, she's a cutie. But then I get close and see her face, and I'm like, she's not cute. So okay, there's a better picture. Let me get like a straight on view for you. Come on. Okay. So like, I'm kind of torn because sometimes, like, right here, I don't think she looks that cute, but then like right here, I'm like, oh, she's cute though. But anyways, this is Faye. She is obviously a fairy. She's got like gold wings, very pretty. She has on this nice little sweater with a cat on it. She's super cute, like her a lot. She does not have a lifetime wish quite yet. She is a Sagittarius and a teenager with 11 days till she's a young adult. She likes soul music, key lime pie, and the color purple. She's excitable, a cat person, which is why I gave her this sweater, a snob, and a light sleeper, and she is currently an A student in high school. There's no after-school activities and no job. I don't know. I just wanted more time with them, so I didn't give them any of that. But Faye actually does have a boyfriend, so she is currently dating. I'm so sorry if you heard that. That was my fiance screaming. She is currently dating, I think you'd say this like Joshua, but with a Y. So this is who she's dating, and honestly, I don't know if I see them lasting. What I actually plan to do, well, let me get to her skills. So she's level 3 in guitar, piano, painting, bass, and drums, and then level 1 in social networking. So what I think I want to do, because they don't really know each other very well, I think it's more of like a relationship of convenience than anything, if I'm being completely honest. We're also gonna just call the household to the meal real quick because the whole house needs to eat. Yeah. Anyways, I think it's more of a relationship for her to get out of the house because Faye does have this little, what is this called here? A fairy house out front. And honestly, she is either chilling in the fairy house or she's out with her boyfriend because she wants to get out of this crazy house. Although she is very close with, oh no, her and Hazel are distant friends now. That's so sad. Her and Hazel are supposed to be besties, so I'm going to have to work on that. But yeah, my plan is, so she is not going to age up for another 11 days. So she's going to be in this house for a while, but her and Hazel have shared a room pretty much their entire lives. They're supposed to be extremely close. So my plan is for her to continue living at home until Hazel, her younger sister, becomes a young adult. It'll probably be like the day after she becomes a young adult so we can go to her graduation. And then they will move out together is my plan. But this is Miss Hazel. She is our werewolf if you couldn't tell. Oh my God, the baby's coming. I was not expecting this. I thought the baby was going to be born tomorrow. Okay, hold on. Hold the freak on. Open your eyes. So this is Hazel. This is our werewolf. I freaking love her so much. Her lifetime wish is to be the leader of the pack. So she needs to find 40,000 simoleons worth of objects while hunting with her pack. So it can't be hunting solo. And she also needs to convert 5 Sims from human to werewolf, which I don't think you can actually do any of that until you're a young adult. What was I about to say? I was about to keep going. I don't remember. But for her outfit, I did go very supernatural inspired just because I felt like I had to with at least one of the children. So she has like pretty much a full-blown supernatural fit. She is a Sagittarius and a teenager with 6 days till she's a young adult. So she very recently aged up. So 16. There we go. I think I said 6. So she's only 5 days younger than Faye, right? 5 days? Yeah. So we will be with Faye 6 days into her young adult life because Hazel will age up and then the next day she'll have high school graduation and then her and Faye will move out together is kind of my plan. But anyways, Hazel's favorite music is Latin, food is goopy carbonara, and color is black. She is a great kisser, clumsy, good, and friendly. C student in high school because she literally aged up yesterday, so she hasn't even been to high school yet. And her only skill so far is a level 4 in logic. My initial plan was actually to age Faye and Hazel to young adults immediately and play with just those two, like leave the rest of the family behind. And then I changed my mind, and I'm glad I changed my mind because I really still want to keep playing with Rydell because obviously Rydell is still a young adult, so I'm glad I changed my mind. But now I'm debating, do I play them once they finally become young adults and move out, or do I play with one of the younger siblings? Because one of the younger siblings I'm really, really liking, but again, I'll get to that in just a second. So I'm kind of debating on that. At the rate that I've been playing, Hazel will probably still be a teenager next month. So if you guys have suggestions on which way you'd want to go, if you want to go with Faye and Hazel, or if you want to continue on with Rydell's life, just let me know because I'm open to suggestions. And I still don't know myself. But yeah, this is Hazel. She's really cute. Out of the 3 kids I've shown you so far, I think she's probably the cutest. I did not give her any makeup or anything. Same thing with Faye. I usually don't give my Sims makeup at all. And if I do, it's usually not till they're a young adult. So our next kid, oh, I love him so much. This is Henry, and he is a vampire. Open your eyes, please, Henry. Is that open for you? Okay, maybe that's open for you. I don't know what's going on. But this is Henry. He is a vampire. He's super cute. This is a custom content outfit. I don't love it, but at the same time, I don't really care. As sad as that might be. So this is our vampire. Like I said, he is actually kind of a cutie. He's a terrorist and a child with 5 days till he's a teen. He likes rap music, porcini risotto, and the color pink. He's insane, a genius, and clumsy, and he's a C student in elementary. Again, he's only been a child for like 3 days, and 2 of those 3 days have been the weekend, so he hasn't gone to school. Doesn't really have any skills yet. So his father, we used to live in Moonlight Falls, which is the town that comes with Supernatural, which is where the younger 4 kids' parents are all from. Oh, excuse me. So Henry's father was actually Tristan Van Gogh from that town, if you guys know that town very well. And Tristan was the first person that Rydell was actually like dating in a relationship with. All the other ones, it was basically hookups that she accidentally got pregnant for. But with Tristan, Henry's father, she was full blown in a relationship with him. Like, he actually lived with us for a little while. But that relationship ended up getting messed up because Rydell kind of became infatuated with supernatural. I mean, obviously she had her fairy, she had her werewolf, she had her vampire, and there was only one more that she needed to get, and that was a witch. And she was kind of like, you know, even though I love Tristan, I really want a witch child. So she cheated on Tristan and ended up getting pregnant. And that is what gave us our 5th baby, our youngest at the moment, not for much longer because we're literally in labor, but that is what gave us our 5th little baby. This is Miss Agnes. She is kind of the same thing as Faye. Like, sometimes I think she looks pretty and sometimes I think she looks ugly. But again, as a toddler, it does not show you the reality of what they're going to look like as a toddler. It barely even does that as a teenager. So this is Agnes Morris. She is super, super cute. All the kids do currently have Rydell's last name, but that might not be forever. Let me just put it that way. It might not be forever. So Agnes is a Virgo and obviously a toddler with 3 days left till she's a child. She likes songwriter music, potato and truffle torte, and the color turquoise. She is good, loves the cold, no job and no skills, obviously. Sorry, my dogs are playing with each other, if you hear that in the background. What else? What was it? Oh, yes. So when Rydell got pregnant with Agnes, she knew, she's like, okay, so this is either going to be a human like me or this is going to be a witch like her dad. I don't even remember who her dad is. None of the kids, like, their dad doesn't show up for any of the kids because we moved to a different town. So then Rydell really got to thinking and she's like, wait a damn minute. If this baby comes out being a witch, Tristan is going to know that I cheated on him because she is a human, Tristan is a vampire, so their child can only be a human or a vampire. You have a 50-50 shot. So she started getting worried and she's like, what have I done? Like, I really care for Tristan. He is gonna, at the best, leave me over this. At the worst, kill me and all my children because, you know, he's a vampire and he can do that. So after Agnes was born and Rydell realized that she was a witch, Rydell is like, I gotta bounce. I gotta go. So she took all her kids and she dipped and she went to Aurora Skies. And let's just say, let's just pretend that wasn't far enough away. So that's why they packed up again and they moved to Cetra. So yeah, Tristan was the only person that she had full-blown dated. But she is now in a new relationship with a guy that she actually really, really likes. And his name is Jeremy DuPont. I don't know how you'd say that. So Jeremy was actually married. They're coworkers. That's how they met. Actually, technically they met through online dating, but they were also coworkers, so that's what helped out. So Jeremy was actually married to Yvonne, and she, like, Rydell just kind of swept in and was like, hey, break up with your wife and, like, let's start dating. They do have a child together. His name is Augustine. I plan on Jeremy and Augustine moving in with us, and I am going to make this August's room right down here. And then again, the baby she's currently pregnant will be here while it's a baby and then move up here when she becomes a toddler. But yeah, she's currently in a relationship with Jeremy. He's going to move in. He's going to bring his son with him. And I plan on them having 2 children together while he lives here. He's going to kind of help us with the house because, I mean, it's about to be crazy. We already have 5 kids. Jeremy's going to bring another one, which is 6th. We're currently going into labor, so that's 7. And then, like I said, her and Jeremy are going to have 2 children together. But here's the real tea. Here's the real tea. This baby that she's about to have is not Jeremy's. This baby is actually Trent's. She met Trent. He was the university mascot when they moved here. They had, you know, basically a one-night stand. Like, they only woohooed one time. She ended up getting pregnant. She then went to work for the first time ever and met Jeremy. You know, they had seen each other through online dating, and then she went to work and actually physically met him, and she just like swooned, you know. She's like, this is the man for me. This is the man I'm gonna marry, blah, blah, blah. So she broke things off with Trent and then found out she was pregnant, and then she started talking to Jeremy, and, you know, she's just kind of like, if you can overlook the fact that I'm pregnant with someone else's baby, like, you just had a baby with your wife, so it shouldn't be a big deal. And he was willing to overlook it. So he is eventually, I wanted him to move in today, but he just didn't come over. Like, I invited him over twice and he didn't. So probably on Monday, when he gets off work, I'll have him come over and have him move in and everything, and they'll be a legit family. So she is going to have, after this baby she's pregnant with, at least 2 more children. But I might change my mind just depending on how things go with Jeremy in the house. But, sorry, that was my dogs again. She's not going to end up with Jeremy. She's going to be with Jeremy for a while. Jeremy's going to live here for a while. He's going to be a good little stepdad to the kids. The goodest stepdad he can be, but he's not her forever. I do want her to have at least, after Jeremy, she's going to have at least 1 more baby with 1 more man. I know, freaking wild, right? So she's going to have her hands full. But again, she is still a young adult. Like, she is still a young adult. Like, she has so much baby making years left in her that I don't even feel rushed, because she's gonna have 3 to 4 more children after this one. I don't even feel rushed to make that happen. But I wasn't initially planning on doing this, but I'm gonna have her go to the hospital and have this baby, and I guess I'm gonna show you the baby when it's born. I genuinely thought she wasn't gonna go into labor until like midday Monday, so I'll see you when the baby's here, I guess. All right, you guys, so here we go. Baby number 6. I ended up naming her Wendy. Honestly, if you can't tell, I'm kind of going for, like, not the basic names. I mean, Agnes, Wendy, Henry, Connor, and Hazel are probably the most basic names. So I think that's kind of like Rydell's vibe, is like, not like the super basic, super common names, but kind of like, no offense if you have these names, but something that I personally would consider like uglier names, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't hate Wendy. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate that name whatsoever. But this is baby number 6, little Wendy. As you can see, if I can hit the right things, she has dark hair. Oh my God. All right, get out of here. Get out of here, Rydell. Okay, that was cute. She has dark hair, and it looks like she's gonna have blue eyes. Super cute. And then we can see here, she's the first of all the children to have a dad. Her dad is Trenton Streeter. Interesting last name. Yeah. So crazy stuff. I'm actually surprised that Trenton didn't show up, because usually they do. Also, totally forgot, I didn't show you guys our animals. So this is Otis. We have had Otis for a while. He was in last month's current household. Sorry, there's my cat at the door. Otis is an adult with 9 days till he's an elder. He's hyper, non-destructive, adventurous, quiet, neat, and a hunter. And he's level 7 in the hunting skill. And then the new member of our family is Mr. Pickles. I love him so much. He's so cute. Hold on, stop. Stop. Mr. Pickles, where'd you go? Where'd you go? There you are. Mr. Pickles is so goddamn cute. I'm obsessed with him. Literally obsessed. So the reason I got him is because I kind of, in my mind, Otis was Faye's cat. Like, when Faye moves out, she's going to take Otis with her. Because for some reason I was thinking like fairies and cats go together, but it's actually witches and cats, because she has animal familiar. So we ended up getting Mr. Pickles after Agnes became a toddler because in my mind, Mr. Pickles is Agnes's cat. So Otis belongs to Faye, Mr. Pickles belongs to Agnes. Whenever they move out, they will take the animals. So Mr. Pickles is a male kitten, obviously, with 3 days till he's an adult. He is neat, proud, and noisy, and obviously as kittens, you cannot have skills or anything, but look at how goddamn cute. Oh my god, he's gonna be the cutest cat ever. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and finally end this here. I feel like this was such a long current household. If you guys did enjoy this, make sure you let me know. Like I said, Rydell has a lot of life to live still, so if you think I'm better off like staying with her and then I'll continue the family with one of the younger children, let me know. If you guys think I'm better off like taking Faye and Hazel and starting their lives as soon as they're young adults, which was my original plan, let me know also. But I am actually having so much fun playing this. I haven't played in a while, but I'm just really enjoying it. So I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see what her and Jeremy's kids are going to look like. I really wonder what happened to Agnes because she looks nothing like the rest of her siblings and it cracks me up. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you let me know by giving it a thumbs up, commenting down below, subscribing. You all know the deal, and I will see your lovely, lovely faces in my next one. Bye, guys.